wonderful, wonderful.
Hello and welcome to Gran Turismo 7 on the channel. We are starting P4 here. Out of 16 runners here at Suzuka. And it's a rolling start here. We're about to get going now. It's a good starting position P4, especially around the track, which I have a lot of muscle memory from the F1 game. So, we're coming across now. We're about to get it started. It takes ages when it's a rolling start to start. But, yep, we are about to get started, and it should be a good race, this one. Starting P4, as I said before.
Lights out and away we go!
And as you can tell, we are away now up to racing speed. Checking behind me to see if the car behind is gaining on me. No, he isn't. Into the double right-hander now. And I go a bit wide, so does the two cars ahead of me more. So he just comes out of nowhere. I'm getting barged everywhere. And I've hold position because he's just got taken out by the car ahead. But he goes massively wide. We are now up to P3, and it's not even at the end of the first sector yet. So for me, this is a great start. I'm not that good at Gran Turismo. Well, I am. But anyway, now we are in P3 in pursuit for P2, and P1 isn't that far ahead. Only like about a second ahead up the road. So a win is still in the cards here. I'll just start out. This is my favourite part. You can gain so much time. You can also lose it there. The chicane bit, this hairpin I mean, is not the greatest. And as you can see, you've got to move down for P1. Here comes I just barge him out of the way, accidental. I had to do racing line, technically down the inside. And he goes down 2 positions. And I checked my mirror to see where he is, just in case he tries to punt me off at the next corner. So, coming into the start of sector 3 now. And I believe no leader runs perfect racing line there. I thought it goes a bit wide. However, I go a bit wide. Not really, no. I'm trying not to, but anyway. In my rear view mirror, I've got a fight for P3 going on. The car that I rammed out of the way has now got back into P3. We're going into 130R here at Suzuka. Brake a bit. You can stay in 5th gear, not going on the 4th. Car behind goes a bit wide, which means no threat of a dive bomb going into the chicane. Into the chicane now. Out of the chicane, and yeah, P1's got a massive exit. And already we've lost 3 runners in this race, and it isn't. We've just started the 2nd lap. So we had 16, so it's also a 5-lap race. So it's not been going well. But anyway, pursuit for P1 is still on here. I'm not really gaining that much time, but need to really. So through this section, I think I'm gaining a little bit of time. No, I'm not. He's running away with it, and we've lost another one there, and another one. Down to 11 runners now. Yeah, I'm not gaining time, but hopefully I can make up time here. He's going to be very late on the brakes here. So we go into 3rd gear. What is beautiful is a lovely exit there. Into this corner is another lovely one. I've gained a bit of time, got a little bit squeamish there, a bit of oversteer, had to correct it a little bit, but I do think I am still getting now into the hairpin, which is not the greatest, but although it's near perfect there for me, because I usually mess that up so badly. But anyway, I've not gained any time. I think I've lost a bit of time, or it might have stayed the same. We are 2.1 seconds behind the leader. I desperately need to catch up to him. And pray that he has an incident. So we're onto the straight, coming up to 130R. So, 130R in the chicane bit. Hopefully I can make my move there, because on this game, people will make mistakes there. So, into the chicane now. Alright, he's gone off. He's had it off, and I'm going to take the opportunity and swoop down the inside and take first place as we're about to cross the line now. 3 laps to go. This will be my first laps led in a video on Gran Turismo, so and we've got a healthy lead as well. About 1.8 seconds there, which isn't bad, so I just need to stay in pursuit of the lead. Well, I am in the lead now, but we need to stay ahead and just manage the gap. And I'll be honest, there's not much you can commentate about when you are literally out front with a big gap. Well, it isn't that big, I think it's under a second now. It is about under a second. You can barely see from my monitor. It's very good. But anyway, we've completed the first sector there. I think I went purple there. So we could be on for a fastest lap here into my favourite part of Japan, Suzuka circuit. Good exit there. Boost the gap over to a second. We have gone purple there. We've gone purple, so we could go for fastest lap. Into the hairpin. Oh, squeamish. But he is catching me. Just looked at my rear view mirror. He is catching me. And I am not gaining time at all. He is gaining on me. So we might have to deal with a fight here. So into this swooping left-hander now. I go wide, and I'm going to stop it here because that might as well be a Red Bull behind me due to how fast he is. That might as well be Max Verstappen taking the lead now, and I have now lost the lead. And you're probably thinking, how am I going to win this race now if he's ahead after looking at the title? Well, yeah, he just disconnected. He lost internet connection. So therefore, if I somehow manage to go on and win this race with this 1.7 second gap, I have won this race due to the faster car disconnecting from the race. But then again, we've seen people have mechanical failures in Formula 1, and people have tyre failures in NASCAR crash out when they should have won, really, but someone else undeserving took the win. So it'll be one of them. But I'm not moaning because I'm back in first. We have 2 laps to go here at Suzuka. Gap 2.1 seconds. I've gone wide, so that's not going to be 2.1 seconds. It's going to be like 1.5 now. You can see in my rear view, he's gained time because I've just simply made a mistake for no simple reason. But we are still hanging on, although this winding left and right hander section has managed to make him gain time here. So it could be an interesting final 2 laps here at Suzuka. Be more entertaining than watching F1 apart from the Singapore Grand Prix. But anyway, gap has now gone up a bit. As you can see, he's losing time because I'm really good at them sorts of corners. Although this hairpin coming up, he could gain time on me here. Just see, hit the apex. Yep. A little bit on the throttle, get on full throttle. Ooh, snap of oversteer. But we have gained time. We have gained it. And we are still ahead. So, I've got another full lap to go. Can I win my first race on Gran Turismo? So coming up to nearly the end of 4 or 5 here down this long straight, and we are down to 6 runners in this race now. It was 16 at the start. We have had 10 people either lose connection or just completely rage quit. But into 130R now, full throttle after braking slightly to make the corner there, and now into the chicane. Down to first gear. Car sliding around a little bit, but keep it under control. Still got over a second here as we come across the line now to start the final lap here at Suzuka. 1 more lap to hang on and win the Japanese Grand Prix in sports cars, essentially. So good first turns 1 and 2 there, no mistakes there. Now it's onto this winding left and right where it's like on throttle, off throttle, brake slightly just to make some of the corners. Oh, I go onto the gravel. This will give the car behind a huge opportunity to try and overtake me. He's all over my rear end here. we're coming out of here, but I'm telling you now, thank God I had a huge gap. But we're coming up to my favourite part of the track now, of the circuit. He has gained time behind me, and he's not really letting me have room for an inch. Look like in my rear view, he tried going for a move, but backs out of it there. Into this hairpin now, which I do not like. We are doing it surprisingly well. He looks down the inside. I cover him off because I'm really good at defending, unlike Lewis Hamilton when it comes to wheel-to-wheel racing. Anyway, coming down to the swooping left-hander, then the straight and then 130R. I brake into third gear, throw the car in there. He's trying to gain time. I've gone slightly wide, so he'll gain time here on me. He's coming down this long winding straight. He's in my slipstream, but I might have enough to hold him off as we're approaching 130R at Suzuka here now. Into 130R. This is crucial here. It's good. Probably the fastest I've gone. Into the chicane for the final time. Is he going to try a dive bomb here? Tries to dive bomb. The game goes as he goes massively wide. Comes back on the circuit, and I will win here at the Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka. You can see 6 runners at the end out of 16. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.